On this episode of Those Games Cancelled, we're going to go over Demonvik, which is a game that was actually coming out on the Xbox 360 in one of its first games. But before we get to that, this series basically goes over all the ideas of what was going to be for the game and then why it was cancelled. So if you like it, click the like button. If you comment, if you want me to cover a game that you liked and want me to find out why it was cancelled, I can do that as well. Let's get on to the game. Demonvik is something special. It was featured in the movie Grandma's Boy, which was a great movie, by the way, and I always wanted to actually play it. You take control of, like, this human who's actually, well, it's a demon who can control humans, and you basically do all these great things, like make spikes come from the underworld up and just kill people, telekinesis and, like, throw shit around, possess bodies, and so on. Also, you have cool things like when you're possessing human skin, it'll actually peel off if you stay in the body too long because you're a gigantic, like, demon Satan-looking guy. So, why was this one cancelled? Well, let's look back. Majesco, the developer on this one, and Cleve Barker, I might be saying his name wrong, had his name on it. So these two combos could be a good result. Majesco made Blood Rain 1 and 2, which was heavily flawed but still fun. Advent Rising was their next game, and it was supposed to be really big, but it had a shitload of glitches. So maybe, with a bigger name attached to the game, it would have turned out pretty damn good, at least story-wise, with Barker's name on it. So this was all set to be released on the 360 in 2006. So what went wrong here? Simple, really. Majesco wasn't doing that well in sales with their games and decided to shift their attention on more casual games. It's to be expected if the company itself isn't doing well. And as much as I love horror games, I doubt that this game would have sold bucket loads. So the smart choice as a company was to let this one sit out. I do find it odd, though, that it was coming out in 2006, and they showed it in 2005, and the release date came, and they just decided to cancel it right there. So that means the game must have been close to release. You'd think they canceled it earlier due to Advent Rising doing so poorly, but I guess they changed the business model around the same time they canceled this game. So, we won't get a chance to play as a demon who can take over people and fuck shit up with spikes and telekinesis, which sucks because that did sound awesome, but we can only hope for more Barker games. Despite Jericho, another game he made or had his name on it, and its faults, the story was pretty good, and I like the twisted mind of he's just crazy, and even Stephen King gives him props. So he's definitely a crazy, sick-minded individual that needs to make more horror games. So let's hope for more of that, and send a little prayer up for this little game that will never see the light of day, because Majesco just sucks now. I don't think they make games.